Good morning. Hi. I'm Emily, for those of you who haven't joined me before. Welcome to Saturday morning mat Pilates. This is a prop-free class. Hopefully it gets your heart rate up. And I look forward to moving and stretching with you. A few things before we get going. First of all, if you have any injuries or restrictions, limitations, please don't hesitate to respect those and modify accordingly. I am 20 weeks pregnant, if you haven't joined me before. So I will be modifying a lot for my own body, and I'll guide you through ways to make things more advanced, even if I'm not able to demonstrate them. Also, we will be on our knees at various points in today's session. So feel free, if you have knee issues, just know that you can either modify to your body, sit them out, or you're also welcome to fold up your mat or an additional towel for extra padding under your knees. So yeah, okay. Well, let's start with my favorite way of laying down and letting those knees sway side to side. Nothing fancy here. You're just warming up. So take some deep breaths. And as you breathe, feel your back expand into the mat. So in Pilates, breathing is pretty key, but breathing into the back and the ribs is most vital because it allows us to keep that connection to our abdominals without limiting our air supply. So just take simple moments like this to try and channel that breath into your back. Okay, let's lay on your side. Hands are behind your head. You're going to open with an inhale and exhale, close. So now our lower body is staying still, and it's our upper body that is opening up and twisting. Let's do one more. Hold this one open. You're going to straighten the top arm, but since you can't see, let me show you. You're going to straighten the arm and lower it down towards your hips and back up towards your ear. Like I said, you're straightening the left arm, or for me, it's the left arm, it's the top shoulder, and you're going to sweep it down and up. Keep that stomach, your core engaged, so you're not just collapsed into the twist. You're really lifting through the abdominals. Good. Hands up and behind your head. Close it in, and other side. You can just roll over. I'm gonna flip so I can see you. You're gonna open with an inhale and exhale, close. Make it nice and juicy for this Saturday morning. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, straighten the top arm and sweep it down towards your hips and back up towards your ear. And down, stretch that shoulder and chest open. And as you reach through that arm, you're encouraging more twist through the ribs. And down. And up, hand goes behind your head. Close it and you're gonna lay on your back. I'm gonna flip where we started. Hug your right leg into your chest, circle that thigh. Once again, if you've taken this class before, taken with me, you know this is kind of the way I begin every session, but I love the way it just kind of gets the juices flowing nice and easy. Let's take those hands behind your thigh, reach the leg up, and bend it back. And up. You don't have to force anything too crazy here. I don't want you yanking your leg and pulling your hamstring, but you're using this pull of your thigh and the stretching of your legs a few times to try and ease into the deepest stretch your body will give you today. Walk your hands up, circle that foot, really pull through that flex to get more stretch all the way up through, well, it depends on how tight you are. For me, I feel it all the way up through the calf, behind the knee, and into the hammies. And reverse. Really flex each time. Hold that flex. Good. Think of this tailbone trying to stay down and the hip long as you pull the leg to you. And take a couple deep breaths here. Keep that flex if you can. Get that whole back of the leg going. And now let's cross it over. So use one hand to anchor the hip down and away from you on the mat. Take your other hand to the outside of wherever you can hold on, ankle, calf, knee, otherwise, whatever works for you today. And cross that leg over, but use this hand on your hip, really traction it away as you cross. So you get even more stretch through the IT band on the outer thigh. If you still feel it behind your thigh instead of your IT, that's okay. Everyone's a little different. And to the outside. Switch hands and open and reach through the standing leg long through the hip so that you're not only more stable, but you just have more length in the hip. Good. And we'll do the other side. Hug the other leg, the left leg, circle it around, and reverse, circling around. Okay, hands are gonna go behind your thigh. Just ease into the stretch by reaching it up and bending down. And up, and down. And up, reach that leg and then bend. And reach. Let's do one more, taking our time here. Hold it straight, walk your hands up wherever you can hold on today and really flex, work through the whole circle. Maybe in parts of the circle you feel that extra tightness on the outside of your calf. That's okay. It just shows where your body's at today. Some of your weaknesses, per se. For me, I really, on this leg in particular, for example, feel it extra on the outside of my calf, really towards my knee. It just shows me that, I think I have some tight muscles up there. Take your left hand to the hip, traction it down to the mat and away from you as you pull the leg to you. Give it a breath. Really flex that foot. And then take your hand to the outside and same thing. Left hand tractions down and away as you cross the leg over and try and keep that flex. Oof. Good morning, hamstrings and ITs. Ooh. Okay, to the outside. Alrighty. Let's flip onto our hands and knees. We're going to keep going with a little easing into the day. So hands and knees. Let's start with some shoulder shrugs here. I want you to feel the difference when you let yourself sink into your shoulders versus push the floor away and spread the space between the shoulder blades. So let them kind of collapse down and shrug them away. Do it a few times. Really get used to where your shoulders are in space, and I want you to find a nice strong position so that the space between the shoulder blades is spread wide and you're not collapsing the shoulders. Keep that. Don't forget that feeling. And now let's do some cat and cow. Push extra, pull the stomach up, curl the tailbone under, and curl that spine. That's your contraction. And now go into some extension. Keep your shoulders strong. Don't collapse. Keep them strong. And pull the breastbone forward and your tailbone the opposite way. And around. I want you to flow through these, but really pay attention to where your shoulder stability is. You can always look at me here for a moment. Here's the difference between a long extension and supported shoulders versus a collapsed lower back and a collapsed shoulder. So instead, push the floor away, lengthen the low back, and pull the breastbone forward. Lengthen. Just do one or two more. Nice and juicy for that spine. Okay, we're gonna find a nice flat neutral spine. You're neither arched nor rounded. And like I said before, your shoulders are supported. None of that. Push the floor away, squeeze those armpits, pull the stomach up without rounding and tucking. And now squeeze the sit bones in the booty so that you can take your right arm and left leg away. Hold it, and down. Other side. Keep those shoulders strong. As you transfer from limb to limb, side to side here, don't let your shoulders collapse. As you switch, don't let it collapse. Lift it up. Good. You're minimizing that shifting side to side. And you're doing that by wrapping and squeezing the thighs and keeping your core strong. Pelvic floor is up. One more. This is so great for not only our core, but the strength and length of our spine. We're adding on. We're going to add an oblique element. So reach your right arm and left leg long. Inhale, open your arm and leg to the side. Exhale, bring it back in line. 5 times. 2. Get that breath going. Breathe into your back. So you can keep your core strong and connected. 5. Bring it in line. And switch. Reaching it long. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Remember, we're going to 5, 3, 4, 5. Put those knees down. Sit back. You can also open those knees in your child pose. And let's walk those hands to the right side of your mat, focusing on the left hand, the left arm reaching the farthest away. And breathe into that whole left side. Expand the ribs and stretch the intercostal muscles between them. And switch. Really breathe into that right side. Good. Let's do the hundreds. We're going to continue to build some heat. You have a couple different options. I personally am going to keep my head down. If you need to put your head down because your neck bothers you, go ahead and do that. Let's prepare. Arms up to the ceiling. Feel that deep connection, stomach to spine. Wrap the thighs and keep those inner thighs squeezing. Inhale in preparation. Exhale, find. 2, breathe in to your back and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. And 4. And 5. Reach those arms even longer. 6, so that you get those shoulders away from your ears. 7, in. 8, in. Are your inner thighs squeezed? And 9. And 10. Exhale, every drop of air. Contract, contract. Plug it in. Okay, let's go into dead bug. If you can keep your head and shoulders curled up, that's what I want. Otherwise, put them down like me. Okay, legs in tabletop, arms up to the ceiling. Right arm and left leg are going to reach in opposition, just like when we were on our hands and knees. Inhale here, exhale, reach. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Just like when we were on our hands and knees, only two limbs are moving, the other two stay still and stable. Think of the ceiling as your floor, right? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, push the leg as you straighten it and pull from the stomach. Push the leg as you straighten it and pull. One more. And inhale, exhale, and relax. Okay, let's go into some roll-ups. We're going to start up. Feet are planted. Put more pressure into the heels than the toes. Really actively push those heels down and take those hands. Actually, let's start with those hands behind your thighs. So heels are pushing down, but your pelvic floor is pulling up and your stomach is pulling back. Round it. Use the resistance and the biceps of your arms so that you can find even more scoop and stretch in the low back. And come back up. I don't want any hip flexors. If those hip flexors are firing up, push the legs down, squeeze from the back, and pelvic floor is up. Scoop, inhale. Really use those arms to help you here while we build that stretch. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Okay, one more time. Scoop. Good. And up. We're going to add on. Reach those arms forward. Pull the stomach back, but stay scooped, but lengthen the waist so that you're really extended in the curve. It's more of a parenthesis shape than a C shape. Pull the stomach back, inhale. Really scoop and exhale up. If this is easy as pie, go all the way down and then come all the way up. If that's easy, then go with your legs straight on the mat, all the way down and all the way up. I'm going to keep in my modified version. Please do what works for you and challenges you the most today. Good. Scooping and lengthening. Scoop and lengthen. Scoop and lengthen. One more, everybody. Let's round back. Scoop and lengthen. Scoop and lengthen. And let's roll all the way down with control. Slow it down. Push the heels down and scoop. Push the heels down and scoop. Push the heels down and scoop. Single leg circles. Left leg is straight or maybe just shy of straight on the mat. When your leg is locked straight, sometimes it's hard to connect into that hamstring and glute connection. So if you ever feel that disconnect, soften your knees a little bit. Let's reach your right leg up. Arms are on the mat with your shoulders away from your ears and push down into those palms and shoulders. Cross the leg over with your inhale. Exhale, circle down and around and up. We do 5 each direction. And the size of the circle is really dependent on how much control you have in your pelvis. I don't want any rocking and rolling. If that means it's a tiny micro dot circle, great, awesome. If you can make it bigger, awesome. I just don't want you flying all around in the process. Okay, open the other way. So 5 each direction. Inhale, open, exhale around. Inhale, open, exhale around. Narrow your hip bones, narrow your sit bones, and pull up that pelvic floor. 5. Hug it in. Stretch that hip and other side. So I soften, for me, I like to soften the knee so I can feel more connection into the back of the leg. And then I squeeze those sit bones so that my hip flexors are not tempted to fire up. Inhale, open, exhale, down and around. Inhale, open, down and around. 3, 4. If you can't get out of those hip flexors, make it small. If you still can't get out of those hip flexors, you can bend your knee even more and or turn it out. Reverse. My people know I'm the worst counter in the world. Sorry, sort of. 4 and 5. Give that leg a stretch. And let's roll like a ball. Some of this should be familiar if you've taken my class before. So Hands are going to go to the outside of the ankles, or you can always hold up higher if that position is hard on the knee, or you just can't sustain it via your own flexibility of the spine. So whatever works for you. Hands low, hands high. Squeeze the heels together, so you squeeze the sit bones together. Pull the pelvic floor up, and remember that parenthesis shape in the back. I want you scooping, but I want you elongated as you rock back towards the tops of your shoulders and up. Inhale, back. Exhale up. Just as a reminder, we are never, ever on the neck here, okay? Inhale, back. Exhale up. We go to 10. Inhale, back. Exhale up. It's a nice little massage for the spine. Watch also, because it can be oh so tempting, watch that your legs don't go whoo and then kind of fling up. I want the same relationship between your heels and the sit bones the whole time. Scoop up and back. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Your goal is to balance at the top. Hold it. See if you can balance here. Pull that stomach back. Okay, we're going to lay all the way down. Keep your head and shoulders up if you can. We're going to go to your mid-back. Whirl. Find that maximum scoop here. If you can stay here, great. I'm going to put my head down. We're doing this series of 5. My goal is for everybody to stitch it together more than we've done in the past. So as a reminder, this series is an alternating leg extension for single leg stretch. We'll go into a straight leg scissor. We'll go into a double leg stretch. We'll go into a legs lower, down and up. And then we'll go into a crisscross back and forth. If you need to put your head down or take a pause at any time, totally fine. All right, let's stitch this together. You're alternating. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Scooping deeper. And 4. Like I said, if you can keep your head up, please go for it. Or take your hands behind your head if you need to. Straight leg. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5. We do 5 breath cycles. And hug it in. Double leg stretch. We do 5. Reach it away. Inhale. Open the arms. Circle them around. Hug it in from your stomach. Inhale. Reach. Scoop. I'm going to slow it down. Everybody hold it out here. I don't care if your head is up or down. I want you scooping, and I want you reaching more through your feet, more through your fingers. Open. Hug it in. Reach away. More scoop and reach in opposition. Hold it. Open your arms. Curl up higher if you can. Hug it in. 1 more. Reach. Hold it. Scooping, scooping, scooping. Open. Hug it in. Hands are behind your head. Legs go up to the ceiling. We do 5 lowers and lifts. Squeeze those heels and push those legs down with your inhale. Exhale. Scoop. Inhale down. Exhale. Scoop. This one, your hands are definitely behind your head, whether your head is up or down. 4. And 5. We do single leg stretch again with the legs, adding the crisscross obliques. You're going to crisscross. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 5 full sets. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. Inhale, exhale. Shake it out. The series of 5 is oh so wonderful, but oh so terrible at the same time. Okay, we're doing spine stretch. So
it's currently clear and 66 degrees in Los Angeles.
My phone is talking apparently. Squeeze your sit bones underneath you. Pull the pelvic floor up. Your feet are about the width of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, roll and reach it forward. And roll back up. Inhale and exhale. Sit bones, pelvic floor, everything gathers in and up with your inhale. And then it's like there's an imaginary wall behind you. You peel away from that wall, but your stomach is still trying to touch the wall behind you. Rolling up. And exhale. Sit bones, pelvic floor. Inhale tall, exhale curl. Your stomach is trying to touch the wall behind you as you reach. And up. Inhale taller, pelvic floor up. Push those heels down into the mat. For 5, we're doing stall. I want you to pay extra attention to the shifting of your hips. No hula dancing, please. Arms are to a T. Sit bones and pelvic floor gather. You create space in that waist. You wring out the waistline. You use your obliques to twist, and you pull the stomach back to the wall behind you as you reach forward. Your obliques are twisting, and the reaching is giving you a nice stretch through the left side of your back. Inhale tall. Only twist in the obliques and reach. Get that stretch in the right side of your back. Inhale up. Exhale. Pilates is all about the simultaneous strengthen and stretch it. Strength and stretch. It's a Saturday morning. Mama didn't get much sleep. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. And relax. Okay, we're going to build on our roll like a ball in something called open leg rocker. The idea is very similar in that we're going to be rocking back and coming back up. Once again, never going so high to our neck, but rocking back to our upper shoulders and returning to a balance. Our leg position is different, however. So bend into your roll like a ball position and pause here. Pull the stomach back, pelvic floor is up. Good. We're going to keep your toes on the mat for a moment, and we're going to straighten one leg at a time, holding your ankles, or if you can't straighten all the way, you can hold behind your thigh. That's fine, but your goal is to straighten and put it down and do the other side. Straighten and bend. So we're kind of building up our open leg rocker. You reach and you bend. You reach. If this is easy as pie, do both legs. Reaching up and back down, trying to maintain that balance. If this is where you're at today, if this is enough of a challenge, great, keep at it. If you want to add on, hold your legs straight or just shy. I often keep my knees a little bent, and I want you to imagine a magic circle between those ankles. Give the inner thighs and sit bones some squeeze. Now pull the stomach back and rock back with your inhale, and exhale, return up. Woo. Good. Inhale, pull back in, rock, exhale, return. This is obviously more challenging than your roll like a ball. You're still working on the massage through the spine, that kind of parentheses shape through the back and core, but it's a much tougher position to maintain. We go to 10. 4 more. Inhale back, exhale. Inhale back. Because I'm a talker and I find this just so interesting. If you examine this position, it should look a lot like your elephant on the reformer if you were to flip it with your hands on the foot bar, feet on the floor or the mat. Or like your spine stretched forward. It's the same position. We've just made it a little bit more challenging with the balance. Okay, let's hold it here. Glue your legs together. Reach your arms forward and hold the legs as you roll the upper body all the way down to the mat. Hands down. We're doing a corkscrew. Use those low abdominals. Squeeze the inner thighs. We tilt your legs over to the right, down and around to the left, and finish center. Inhale over. Exhale, down and around, and center. Imagine the back of your pelvis is covered in ink, and you are stamping your pelvis on the mat. Let's stamp the right side of your pelvis, your tailbone, the left side, and finish at center. The left is stamping, the tailbone, the right is stamping, and center. One more each. And last one, inhale, exhale, down and around. Hold it. You're always welcome to keep your knees bent if that works for you. Your arms are going to a T. Your legs are bent or stretched, whatever you just did with corkscrew. Push down to the floor if you have one. Your legs are going to tilt to the right, your head to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, use your obliques to bring everything back up to the center. Inhale, tilt the other way. Exhale, scoop and bring it back. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, return. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, return. Last time, each inhale. Exhale, scoop, return. Last one. Exhale, and hug it in. Okay, hopefully things are getting a little sweaty. That heart rate's getting up a little bit. Now we're going on to our knees. If you need your knee pad, grab it. We're gonna be on 2 knees right now. And, versus all 4 of your knees. Okay, you're on your knees. We're doing chest expansion here. Arms pull back, breastbone lifts with that inhale. Look right, look left, center, and forward. That's the pattern. Left, right, center. Please check in with your legs. They're not passive, they're not resting. You're wrapping and squeezing. Your inner thighs are glued. Your legs are working really hard, actually. You're going to pull those arms back. Inhale, look right, left, inner thighs and pelvic floor, and return, and pull back. Inhale, look left, right, center. One more each. Inhale, right, left, center, return last time, and pull, left, right, center. Arms go forward, thigh stretch. If you have a knee issue, don't do it. Hinge back with your inhale. Exhale, return up. You're an iron rod from head to knees. Don't break and bend and get all snaky in the body. Good. Hinge back, squeeze the booty and stomach. Exhale, return. Hinge back, inhale. Exhale, wrap and squeeze those legs. Inhale, hinge back. Exhale, let's do one more for 5. Inhale, hinge. And up. And pause. We're going to take the idea of our cat and cow when we were on our hands and knees, right? Our extension and our contraction. But we're going to take it a little more upright. So keep that same feeling in mind, your contraction and your extension. You're welcome to sit on your heels, but if you can, we're going to be moving up and down. You're going to pull the stomach back, contract, inhale, and exhale, lift the chest up, not collapsing in the low back, mind you. Lift the low back and extend in the bra line area. And again, it's a little bit dancey for your Saturday morning here. Round. Squeeze the tush. You're never sitting on your heels completely if you're doing the up and down version. Let's do 5. This is the last one. We're going to add on. You're going to contract. You're really scooped and supported. Lift up and open. Again, round. Booty is up and open. Get that back moving and opening to 5, 4. It's a little bit, Annie, the sun will come out tomorrow. What a beautiful day. Okay. Let's make it a little more oblique. The same idea applies, right? We're contracting and we're extending, but now we're going to add a rotation to it. So contract, and now let's open. I'm going to open to you first. So I'm going to open to the left. My right arm is going up. My left one is opening, and I'm lifting the breastbone on a twist, not collapsing in the back. And then I'm going to pass through a nice rounded contraction, and I'm going to open the other way. Feel the stretch from fingertips all the way down into the back. Reach, curl, and switch, and reach, curl, and switch. Like I said, if you need to sit on those heels the whole time, that's fine. Contract. You're still moving and stretching the spine. That's okay. Let's do one more. Scoop, 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 and reach, and relax. Now we are going on your hands and knees. Okay. So once again, let's remember what we did at the beginning with our shoulder shrugs, right? I don't want any collapsed shoulders. I don't want any overly round either. I want a nice strong shoulder girdle, spreading the space between your shoulder blades. Without losing that, you're going to keep, I'm going to start with the left so you can see. You're going to start with your left toes down, hover the knee slightly, and we're doing a clamshell, but instead of laying down to do it, we're on our hands and knees today. And rotate open. The hard part here One of the hard parts I find is keeping your weight equal and centered. Try not to compensate by shifting, side to side in the shoulders or wagging your tail. We go to 10. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to turn this into a circle. Lift like a dog at a fire hydrant. Bring it back behind you and down. If your knees are bothering you, you're welcome to do both of these exercises laying down on your side. That's totally fine. Maybe you've done a version of this in reformer class laying down. And we're going to 10 here. 5. Really stir that thigh bone. It's not so much where your foot is in space, but where your thigh bone is in space. And let's reverse. 10. Really lift up and around. 9. Up and around. 8. Are your shoulders strong and supported? 7. 6. Is your core lifted and your low back supported? 4. 3. 2. 1. Other side. We start with the clamshells. Rotate open and down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. And 9. 1 more. 10. We turn it to a circle. You open to the side. Up and back and down. It's the thigh bone moving in space. 3. 4. 5. 6. Keep the weight equal through the hands and body. 8. 9. 10. We reverse it for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more time. And 10. Good. Taking a pause. Okay, let's do our knees hovering. This isn't new, but we're going to add an element that is. So your hands and knees are supported. Pull the stomach into a round shape. You're going to push the floor away so your shoulder blades are broad and hover the knees. Hold it. 5. Hold it. 4. 3. Hold it. 2. Hold it. 1. You're welcome to stoop with that version. We're going to take a leg away if you can. Around it. Push the floor away. Squeeze those lats so you support the shoulders. Hover the knees. Whoop. I'm going to start with the left so you can see we're hugging the left in. If you need to stay here, great. If you can, reach it out. Pull it in. 2. 3. Squeeze the tush so it's not just your quad gripping on that right side. 4. 5. And we switch. Hover the right leg. Out. 2. 3. 4. 5. Put it down. Shake it out. We do that one more time. Okay. Let's round the back. Hover the knees. Right, left leg up. Reach it out and in. 2 and 3. 4. You're always welcome to take this to 10. I'm going to stick with 5 today. And other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it down and shake it out. Really shake the wrists out because I have one more thing on the agenda for our hands and knees position. So you're welcome to take your fingertips pointing down, other hand up, and give it a nice little stretch. Okay, we're doing a push-up variation here. Now, don't pay attention to my legs. Look at my upper body here for a moment. I want you to really feel that lift out of your shoulders, right? So no collapsing. Now, as we bend the elbows, your weight and elbows will be moving backwards with the goal of trying to bend all the way down to the mat parallel. You're not going to go, maybe you will. I'm not going to go all the way down to the mat, right? But that's the idea. That's your ultimate goal, to go all the way down and all the way up, staying parallel, no wide elbows. Now your legs are going to be covered. We're going to do a little bend back and return. I would rather this be a tiny, tiny micro bend, but your shoulders be supported, than collapse and try and do a bigger movement, right? So let's do 10 or 5, wherever you're at today. 2, 3, 4, squeeze the tush and stomach. 5, is your pelvic floor up? 6, 7, 8, 9, one more time. 10, and shake it out. Okay, let's flip over onto our booties. We're gonna do tree. So we're gonna get more stretch in the hamstring, and it's gonna link into our teaser. So let's straighten today. Let's straighten our left leg, or just soften the knee a little if you need to. Hug your right one in. We're reaching it up and down. I don't care where your leg could be here. That's not the point. What I really want you to try and achieve here is a nice tall back, like you're, like you're doing this against a wall. So you're using your abs to support your spine as you straighten the leg. And let's hold it. Walk however high you can. Circle the foot. Try and keep that tall spine. And reverse. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Let's turn this out. There we go. You're going to pull the stomach back as the leader. And your stomach is pulling back so much you have no choice but to walk your hands down your thigh. Use your biceps. Make those arms work for you. Try and get your low back, maybe your mid back down, and walk back up. Lift to the tallest position you can and repeat 3 times. You pull the stomach back. That's the leader. Walk your hands down. Use those arms. Scoop. Get that stretch through the back. And walk it up. And pull down. 2, 3. And lift it up. Take that last stretch up, up, up. Other leg. And reach. And back. And 2. And back. And 3. And 4. 5. Walk however high you can hold. Keep that back as tall as you can. 2, 3. Other way. For 1, 2, 3, hold it. Turn that leg out. There we go. Just really turn that thigh in the socket. Pull the stomach back as the leader. You're trying to stretch that low back. Scoop, 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 scoop. And walk back up. Get that hammy stretch. Pull the stomach back. Work the arms. Stretch the spine. And repeat. Reach through this leg to help you. And lift. One more. Pull the stomach back. Walk, walk, walk. You're also welcome to keep it bent if you need to. Whatever works for you today. Lift. We're going to bend that left leg to the mat and reach your right leg straight for teaser. Reach your arms up. Pull the stomach back. Get all the way to the mat if you can. I'm going to stop here and come back up, keeping the spine round. Don't sit all the way flat. Keep it round. Pull the stomach back and up. So this position is essentially tree that we just did. Let's do one more. And switch. Let's do 5 on this side. And up. And 4. Go at your own pace. Obviously, my range is smaller. My pace is a little faster. Make it slower for you. That's okay. Squeeze your legs together. Scoop. And go where you can. If you can, I really challenge you to bring your legs in tabletop, both of them, and either you balance here, take those arms away, or go all the way down to the mat and all the way back up for 5. Down and up. 3 and up. 4, or just balance. And 5. Shake it out. Okay, let's go into our side kicks. So I'm going to have you lay on your right side, bottom arm propped up if you can. Lay all the way down if you need to. Hips and hips through elbow are aligned to the back edge of your mat. Your feet are to the front edge at a 45-degree angle. And lastly, but certainly not least, I want you to think of lifting the waistline completely off the mat. I want a nice little tunnel under here. Both hands, one hand, whatever works for you today. Leg at hip height. Reach it longer out of your hip and let's go into your side kicks. Forward inhale and back exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Push this bottom leg down. We go to 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Circles over the other leg. 1, 2. Push the bottom leg down. 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to lift the leg with resistance. Push the leg up. Flex. Squeeze the leg down. Point and lift. Flex and squeeze. You're moving through molasses and with resistance. 5, up, flex. Then we reverse the pattern. So you flex up, point, squeeze down, flex up. It's really valuable to work those feet and ankles. After all, we walk on them all the time. So really work those feet and ankles as we go. Point and good. Okay, you're going to take, if you had both hands behind your head, take your top one down, bring your legs in line with your body, and then keep that bottom waist lifted. You're going to lift the top leg, bring the bottom one up and down. 2, up and down. 3, up. Pelvic floor and waistline are up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And we'll do the other side. You can just roll over. I'm gonna break dance around though. Okay. You're lined up to the back edge of your mat with your feet to the front edge of your mat. Hands are where you had them before. Bottom waist is lifted. Whoop, up. You're not lounging. This is not a jockey pose here. This is an active lift. Okay, top leg is up. Reach 3 feet longer and we side kick forward. You go forward, inhale, and back with your exhale. 3, 4, bottom leg is pushing down. 5, 6, trying not to wobble through the body. If you need to put a hand down to make it a little more stable, go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles over the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You point the foot to lift, flex and squeeze. Point, up, flex, squeeze, massage through those feet. Flex and squeeze. 4, flex and squeeze. For 5, reverse it up, point, squeeze down. 2 and up, point, squeeze down. 3 and up, point, down. 4 and up, point, down. 5 and up, and pause. Hand goes down. You're going to lift the top leg, meet the bottom one, and come down. You're welcome to keep your hands down. It's whatever works for you today. Outer body lifts and supports, inner thigh to meet and down. Up, lift it down. 5, up and down. 6, up and down. 7, up and down. 8, up and down. 9, 10, and relax. Okay, we're going to add some back extension and rotation together. You might have noticed we do 0 stomach line in my class these days. So this is just another way to build in some back extension. Your arms are going to be in a fist, parallel. Elbows at shoulder level, and everything is lined up parallel. Your chest is trying to align with your arms. Now your legs are going to be in walking like an Egyptian pose or a scissor shape. So they're separate and straight. You're going to do a couple things simultaneously. Really important is that even though we're twisting and even though we're trying to lift our breastbone forward and up for our back extension, we're not crunching the low back. And that's really easy to slip into in this exercise. So pull the breastbone forward, yes, but now take this upper back leg, for me it's the left one, and reach it 3 feet longer. You're trying to traction it out of the hip for maximum length in the low back. Okay, so pull the breastbone forward. You're going to use your armpits to try and draw your breastbone forward and up. Drag yourself forward, and now reach through this back top leg and pull yourself where you started. Pull your chest forward and up. Reach through that back leg to return. Pull the breastbone forward and up, and reach back to return. This is not a huge movement. If your low back bothers you still, stop. Pull the breastbone forward and up. Let's do 5. You pull the breastbone forward and up. Let's hold it here. I want you to lift the top leg. Reach it 3 feet longer. Can you see how my back is trying to lengthen? Okay, keep it long. Let's lift and lower. 2. So we're doing a couple things here. Not only are you using your lats and your extension, lifting the breastbone, but you're also working your outer booty and your quadratus lumborum, that low back. We're strengthening in a positive way, or it should be positive. If it hurts you, please stop. 4 more for to total 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We'll do the other side. I'm going to pivot so you can see me. So remember, we're all about that length in the low back, even though this position doesn't seem like it should be possible. So elbows are on the mat parallel, maybe slightly forward of your shoulder, so that you have somewhere to pull yourself to. You're going to reach through that top leg, pull the breastbone forward in opposition, and use your lats and the armpits to pull you forward with your inhale. Top leg reaches back, to reset. Pull the breastbone forward. Top leg reaches to reset. 3, lift and reach. 4, lift that breastbone. Remember, no collapsing in the low back. Keep that stomach strong. Reach. And 5, we hold it forward. Keep those lats active. Lift the top leg, reach 3 feet longer. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reaching. 8. More length. 9. 1 more for 10. Shake it out. Okay. We're going to be on our knees again. We're doing a little flow that will guide us through some inner thigh, side overs, outer booty, stretch. Let's stitch it all together. Okay. You're on your knees. Let's start with your right leg straight to the side, and I'm going to have you turn out so your toes are facing away from you. I want you to think of being between 2 narrow walls, right? So make sure at 0 points are you pitching forward, torso forward, booty out, disconnected. I want everything trying to pull in and meet between 2 narrow walls. Hands are behind your head. You're going to shift your weight to this other leg in kind of a lunge and then push. So we're getting the inner thighs. You're wrapping and your inner thighs are squeezing. Wrap and squeeze. Wrap and squeeze. If this bothers your knees, you're welcome to do a standing variation where you're standing and kind of in a bent position on the supporting leg with your weight in the heels. That's okay. We're going to 10. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And hold it. Take this foot, pivot it parallel. Hands are behind your head. Now we do our side overs. Gather everything into the pelvis. Strong booty. Pelvic floor is up. You're between those 2 narrow walls again. You're lifting the waist to go over. Reach through this supporting leg and pull to return. Lift up and over. Reach and return. You're anchoring up and over and return. And 4. Wrap and squeeze. No passive booties. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. We're adding on. You're going to be lifting up and over in the waistline and taking your hand down to the mat. It'll be about approximately under your shoulder, maybe slightly out from under. And once again, you're between those two narrow walls, right? So your booty isn't sticking out behind you. Instead, whoop, right where the booty meets the thigh, it's like you're being pricked with a needle. Get that tush forward. Your upper arm is reaching overhead. The leg is up. Now, you're going to shift your weight to the arm on the mat without letting your booty go to the floor or the mat. Bend the top leg. Once again, imagine those two narrow walls, so don't let it collapse. Whoop, back. And push up and away. You're going to go down with your inhale. Exhale over. Please note, your supporting shoulder is not hiking to your ears. You're not collapsing on this side. Your waistline is lifted. Your lats are engaged. Even though your hips are lowering down, you're still lifting up underneath that supporting arm. We go to 10. 5 more. Try to keep that narrow wall alignment in mind so that you're really working the back of that supporting leg along with the outer booty. 2 more. 2. 1 more. And 1. Good. Lower all the way down. And oh, well, look at here. We're set up for the mermaid. We're going to go into 5 arm bends and a stretch. So take your other hand behind your head. You bend and lift. If you need to adjust your arm out a little bit, that's fine. 3. Remember, those elbows are pointing into your waist, not the wall behind you. 5, and up. Take the stretch. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And return. Lifting up in the waist. You're not collapsing in the shoulder. 3, 4, 5, up, and reach. And return. And 5, 4, pelvic floor and waist are up. 3, 2, 1, up. This one is different. You take the stretch over and now turn it. Get more stretch in that low back. Whew. Okay, let's go on your knees. And we do it all to the other side. The leg is out to the side, turned out. Hands are behind your head. Wrap the booty. Keep those inner thighs fired up the whole time. You bend, inhale, and stretch. I don't care how big your lunge is. I care that you are controlling the movements with your muscles and not just falling into a position kind of and hanging into your bones and joints. 5, 4, wrap. Your knee is aligned with your toes. I don't want your knee going forward if your toes are facing the side. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, we go parallel with that foot. Squeeze the booty, lift in the waist. You go up and over with your inhale. Exhale, return. I don't want that straight leg foot leaving the mat. The whole outer blade of your foot is anchored. It's been super glued to the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You go up and over, a little away, reaching overhead. You bend with your inhale. Exhale, push, push, push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we go into our mermaid. Hands behind your head. Bend and stretch. 2, 3, lifting. 4, 5, abs are up and reach over. Take that stretch. And again, make those transitions smooth and silky so that you're using your waist and the control of your waistline to move between positions. Abs and waist are up, 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 up. Reach. Abs are up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last one. You reach up and over. You're going to turn and give yourself a hug. Okay, we're going to do an up-facing plank. Hands are facing sideways behind you. Your legs are straight in front of you. Your whole back body is active here. Push the heels down, squeeze the tush, and lift. Lift out your shoulders. Whoop, none of that. Push the floor away. Lift. Push and squeeze the tush. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6. Don't let that booty drop. Keep it lifted. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And reach. Let's flip back over. You're going to go into some mountain climbers for a moment. So straighten into a plank, or you can also go down to your elbows and just hold it if you're getting risky. Let's pull that right leg in and alternate. You can go slow, or you can speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep lifting out your shoulders. 10. Take a pause. Stretch into a down dog. You're going to walk your hands back about, 1 step. And if you can, I want you to turn your fingertips towards each other. So you're not breaking your wrists, but they are on like an inverted V. Good. Okay, lift up onto those toes. Squeeze those inner thighs and your booty together. We're doing a push-up here, essentially. You're going to bend and straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. Take one last down dog. And go down to your knees. Let's do a quick lunge and hamstring stretch. Right leg is forward. Bring those hips forward. This supporting leg, the knee is always over your ankle. If you need to push your leg back or your front leg forward, whatever it is, I don't care. I want you to get the stretch in your hip while maintaining a healthy knee alignment. Flex that front foot as you shift your weight back and straighten it out. Pull the stomach up. Drop the head down. And again, forward. And back. And forward. If you can lift that torso tall, pulling the stomach in and getting more length through the hip, go for it. And back. And we'll switch. Hips go forward. And shift it back. Pull the stomach up and actively round the head down so you get more stretch through the back and out through the leg. And forward. And back. And forward. Lifting tall if you can. Pull that stomach up. And back. And you guys are done. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. Got a little hot and sweaty with me as I'm panting like a dog. And yeah, hopefully you'll join me for the next time. It's a pleasure as always. Take care.